my friends, welcome. It's Ty Hicks, results coach and national influence and leadership trainer. So excited to have you here. What I wanted to do in this quick video is talk to you about the importance of having a personal mission statement. Okay, now you might be thinking, Ty, that sounds weird. Okay, why would I have a mission statement? Isn't that a thing for organizations and businesses and such? Well, yeah, it is. Okay, and if you don't have a good one for your business or whatever organization you work with, then yes, you need to get one. But I'm telling you that having a personal mission statement is really important for a couple of reasons. First of all, if you have a mission statement, if it's a good one, and I'm going to talk to you about how you make it a good one, it is going to give you utter clarity on why you exist. Okay? Literally will tell you exactly why it is that you are on this planet, what it is that you are here to do, what your living, breathing purpose is. Now, why that is so important is, well, let me just ask you, do you know what your purpose is right now? Are you living life with a consciously designed purpose? Could you imagine what it would be like to live life knowing fully what your purpose is versus not knowing what your purpose is? I can tell you, as somebody that's lived in both camps, that there's no comparison at all to the difference of how you feel about life when you know what your dedicated purpose is. When you know this is what I'm here to do, it first of all immediately emotionally energizes you. It gives you a sense of deep, profound meaning about your life. And all of a sudden, everything that you do now can become purposeful, okay? And it doesn't mean that everything has to be regimented and planned and dictated, but it means that it can be intentional. It means it can be getting you somewhere. It means it can have a deeper layer of meaning to it. So first of all, the emotional benefit of just knowing what your purpose is so fundamental, but to then live the purpose out in your daily action is what we're really going for. Now, the second very important thing that a mission statement does is it gives you clarity on where the hell you're going. Okay, so for example, if you're the captain of a ship out at sea and you do not have a dedicated destination, what is going to happen? It would be a miracle if you don't end up shipwrecked, marooned, or at the best case scenario, I guess you'll just go in circles essentially until you die, from a lack of resources or from sun poisoning. So none of those options sound really good, at least to me, right? Do you really want to be just spinning in circles in the one life that you have to live? Or do you instead want to have a lighthouse picked out on the horizon far off that you're driving to, making small little adjustments to all along the way? Okay, that's a completely different experience of life, my friend. Do you want to go through the motions of life, or do you want to have a dedicated, purposeful existence? Okay, that's the real question here. And everything that I do with my personal clients, my results coaching clients, is ultimately to help them get into that state of joyous mastery where they're feeling perpetually on a day-to-day basis that they're living out their unique purpose. That's what I would wish for you. That's what I'd wish for every single human being, because honestly, it's so easy to fall asleep and just sleepwalk through our lives, to just phone it in and to just settle for making a living as opposed to designing an extraordinary life. Okay, and that's what I challenge you to do. So how do you make a mission statement good? Well, first of all, it needs to be compelling and it needs to be clear, okay? So it's gotta ultimately be something that juices you up. Now, if you were to Google mission statement, you'd probably get a lot of different examples, and you'd probably, see some examples that are dry as hell, that are just not exciting whatsoever. I mean, if you look at the mission statement of a lot of companies and a lot of organizations, they're shit. They're just dry. They're not exciting. There's no life to them, and there's no connection between the team and the mission statement. The mission statement was just picked because it sounded good, or it sounded good to the founder, or it meant something to one person, but it doesn't mean something to everybody. If you don't have a mission statement that means something to everybody involved and that emotionally compels them to make that mission manifest in reality, then you don't have a good mission statement. So it's got to be compelling and it's got to be clear. I also recommend you make it concise. Okay, I didn't mean for those three to be 3 C words, but that's what it is. Clear, compelling, and concise. Okay, we'll just roll with that. The shorter, typically, the better. Honestly, one sentence is all you should possibly need. but it needs to encompass everything you need it to, okay? So, for instance, I'll just share with you my example because it's readily here and I can give it to you and let you know. So, my mission statement is to become a master of human transformation. And every time I say it, I can't help but like punch my hand at the same time because I'm just so excited about that idea. And when I think about becoming a master of human transformation, like it juices me beyond belief. I just feel so excited about making that happen. Now, that may not sound clear to you because it sounds kind of ambiguous. Master of human transformation, what does that mean? Well, what I really mean by that is I want to have the skills to be able to help anybody go from where they are now to where they want to be and to remove any psychological distress that they may have in that process. I want to help people master their personal psychology to make that happen. Okay? So there is a much more clear definition behind that one sentence in my mind. Just like with your mission statement, whatever it is that you put out there, you're going to have a deeper and enriched meaning behind it already. So you don't need to write all that out on the piece of paper. But the whole point of having a mission statement is, first of all, if I get up in the morning, I know I'm here to be a master of human transformation. That is an exciting thing. That gets me out of bed early in the morning, keeps me up late at night, makes me excited to be alive, right? That's what you're going for above all else, is something that's going to provide you with that emotional juice. But the second thing is, I clearly know what that means. I know that that means I've got to develop certain skills, I've got to be serving certain people, and I've got to be fulfilling that mission. I know exactly what that means. So it's clear to me, even if it doesn't necessarily sound clear. So that's the challenge for you now, is what are you going to write as your mission statement that's clear, compelling, and ideally concise, right? Mine was one sentence. Typically what I recommend is you're going to end up with a mission statement that is about serving other people, more than likely. And most of the people that I've worked with that have had mission statements have had something to the variant of, for spiritual people, it might be something like to utilize all of God's gifts and serve his children, all the way to people who are secular, who are not religious, but really do care about contributing to others. And they may say to help other people maximize their potential, right? So whatever it is, that's great, but it's got to be exciting, okay, clear, compelling, and concise. Okay, that's how you want to write that mission statement. Now, what's going to be the worst part about this strategy? That you just won't do it. Okay, so do it right now. You just learned how to do this. Hopefully I've gotten the gears turning. I hope I've prompted you. I hope I've got you excited. So before you leave your chair or wherever the hell it is that you are watching this right now, write your mission statement. Now here's what I recommend. Just write the first time. The first drafts of anything are usually not great, okay? But whatever comes to you as your first answer is usually going to be the most true to the point, okay? And that's what you want to go for. You don't want to self-edit and get in an analytical mindset about this. You want to let it come from the heart. Really think like, what am I here to do? Okay, and just let the answer come and just listen for that answer because it will arrive to you, okay? Now, if you need to adjust it and make it more clear and compelling, that's great. Go ahead and do that. But you want to make sure you've got that and that you've memorized it and you've committed it to memory. And now it's going to be time for you to live by it, okay? Put it somewhere you can see it, ingrain it, say it to yourself. Make it a part of who you are. Because even though you can consciously say, yeah, that's my mission, that is a far way away from you actually living out that mission, okay? And you actually taking steps to live that purpose. So making that happen is going to be your next set of challenges once you have the mission statement. So please write to me, message me. I'd love to hear what your mission statement is. Comment on this video if you like, but I want to know, what are you here to do? Because the world is listening, okay? They're waiting, the world is waiting to see what you're made of. So I hope you go out and show it. Be passionate today and live out your mission with purpose, my friend. Talk to you again soon.